I'm gonna start recording, and let me just switch to my docs and my chat. Let's open up the chat doc and my stream information. Episode 105. Goodness.
Oh, saucy.
How the time flies. And we are officially live. And for the first time, we live without a little lo-fi window at the start. And cool, we're up and running. Oh, I finally remembered to turn on Mix It Upper, so we should be able to do stuff like the Discord command as well. Yes, it works. Everything is Gucci. So welcome. Hopefully we'll feel people start to trickle in. Yeah, we did start a little later than anticipated, but we should potentially have a few more viewers as well. I definitely chatted with a few people at South by Southwest who said they'd be interested in checking out the stream. So with any luck, we will be graced by their wonderful presence.
Hashtag get networking done.
It was a really great trip, like, and not just for the obvious reasons. Like, I generally met a lot of cool people, and a lot of cool people who expressed interest in learning how to play D&D and appearing on stream and stuff like that. It's part of why I want to ramp up the one-shots and spin-offs and guest appearances and stuff like that. So the month is going to be the next couple of months are going to be interesting. I'm going to try to make them interesting, at least, and then take it from there. And to that point, hello and welcome to DC30 and our Mythic Odyssey of Theros. D&D with an ancient Greek twist. Pause for the comically slow raising of my... Yep, there we go. I should have done this before we went live, but that's on me. The most painful thing. D&D with an ancient Greek twist. I am your Dungeon Master, Romeo, and I am joined tonight by Morse, Tamara, Virla, Ali, and Rebecca. Violet will not be joining us this evening, unfortunately, due to work commitments. We wish her the best, and we hope to see her very soon. And a wonderful, wonderful hello to our wonderful audience. Hang on, that's two. Okay, last adjustment, I promise. Listen, like, if I got too much headroom, it's just, like, defeats the purpose. Hello, Ellie. Welcome. Subscribe with Prime. We love you so much. You truly are the greatest. And yes, I do say that about everybody, but I mean it this time.
You said I was special.
Damn straight. How is everybody this evening? How is everybody in the audience? Welcome. We are back after a small sabbatical. I don't have really any major announcements, as always, during the Discord, but I guess we've got stuff looming on the horizon, so watch this space. Definitely join the Discord if you haven't already, because those announcements will be coming out through there. New resources I've been working on, like a workhorse and more, as well as new announcements for different spin-off content, hopefully, that we'll get to see, which should be nice and should be fun. But other than that, does anybody have anything they wish to announce, talk about, anything, even beyond this game, anything they want to? Okie dokie. In that case, let's kick it off with tonight's episode of A Mythic Odyssey of Theros.
Odyssey of Quiros is out.
Well, we went back to the main screen right as you said that.
Good, as it should.
That is on brand.
Outstanding.
That sounds fabulous.
It's,
You know what? That can be the we'll call the secondary channel where all the behind the scenes content gets posted. We'll call it that.
Theros After Dark.
Yeah, that's our brain.
Yeah, okay, Theros After Dark is the one shot. What I'm gonna call the one shot that is just Virla and Ali.
Why?
Why?
What?
Sorry,
You know
Bar.
why?
Wait, no.
No.
Explain.
Please do. No. I'm not letting the stream start until you fully explain this, sir.
This is awkward. Sorry, Gambia.
You guys are definitely the boldest amongst us. I'm teasing. No, I was
so confused generally.
honestly, I didn't think it through, and I was just genuinely teasing.
So today's stream is starting with a battle, so that's fun.
No battle.
Shopping to a fight scene. DM's the BBEG today. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like okay, it's the wrong kind of after dark, but all the talk about the lavatory is certainly R-rated.
I am curious why you haven't named yourself Picasso yet. Sorry, I've been sitting on that for a while.
That's what happens every morning when I go to the loo. I sit on it for a long time.
You kidding? The amount of souvlaki you eat, you're more of a Jackson Pollock.
Oh God. Jesus.
Yeah, that's right. I
Christ.
went there.
Oh my God.
Give me a break. I just
And we're
finished the
back.
last of this Mirto. Which, by the way, have you had any?
Oh, dude, it's so Moorish. Oh,
How much is left?
about a quarter of a bottle.
Everybody I have introduced Mirto to falls in love with it.
Oh,
But yeah, so last we left off, this intrepid band of adventurers had returned to Meletis to find it a bustle with activity. Dignitaries from all city-states and nations of Theros had come to answer the call put out by Bithynia to gather and discuss the nature of the growing threat of the undead horde that has laid siege to Akros, as well as potentially doing something about it. With some time to spare, Bithynia, in particular, went off to speak to Ajani alone at the top of the observatory. That was how I explained your absence last game.
Okay, I'm working with it.
And Botch seemed to mysteriously disappear without.
I think he went shopping for.
Yeah, he went to
dresses?
get us all pretty dresses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what he did.
So, Ellie, think of descriptions for our pretty dresses, including your own.
Above table, you have no idea what evil you have just unleashed. Oh, this bit will bite you more in the ass than it does me, my friends.
The remaining players decided to check in on their friend Tanis, or at least at the Daughters of Nelia. Skotinos touched base again with his betrothed, his beloved Galatea, the dummy thick Amazon, and he decided to invite them all back to the fort for a celebration pre-game, basically pre-outing drinks and like pre-gaming before the feast that is to take place tonight. That sort of will precede the formal meetings tomorrow, the formal council, the formal summit. It was a wild affair with the Daughters of Nelia, these Amazonian women, just tearing the fort up in the best way possible. And you ran into an old face, Defili, who just about managed to endear herself to some of you just a little bit more. If only just a little bit more. Speaking, of course, of Skothinos. And, sorry, yes, tomorrow?
Also, Xanthia fought in level 20 Archdruid and fucking won. That was badass.
It was badass.
Just putting that out there.
Ah, yes, of course. How could I forget? Xanthia went toe-to-toe with Kiora in a, call it unofficial passing of the torch, a indulgence for an old soul looking for a small hurrah, just to just experience that thrill of battle and wonder again. And Kiora magnanimously and happily yielded. And once the revelries were in full swing, that is where we concluded. But our tale today begins with a small rewind. Botch, you have been given this most crucial of tasks. You are standing in the streets of Meletis, having found, basically come to a crossroads in the heart of the city after wandering off from your party. What do you do? Where do you go?
Right, so they've sent me off for dress shopping. Dress shopping is what I will do. I want to go to the. I will ask around for someone, a dressmaker that is keen on clients' input.
Okay, make an investigation check.
That's going to be a 9, sir.
You ask around a bit, and people aren't necessarily sure what you mean, but they give you a few different options to choose. Like you hear like a few different things from a few different people. Sorry, 1 second. Someone mentions a woman named Iola, and this sort of give you directions. Another person mentions a Triton called Sidis, and that's sort of down by the docks.
Okay.
And the last one someone mentions is a Minotaur gentleman, actually, by the name of Agathus.
Interesting.
And they give you basically everyone has a different answer, and those are the 3 names that stick out.
Okay, I will go to see Agathos, the Minotaur.
All right, you find him. Actually, you circle back a little bit from whence you came. He's not that far from the Crucible, all things considered.
Nice.
There's a small little, almost like a hovel, which is between 2 buildings. It's quite small, quite dingy on the outside. You barely see the sort of creaky sign on the front that says Agathos' accoutrement.
Mom. Okay, yeah, I think I might be. Yeah, this any place that has more syllables than I can pronounce is probably fancy enough for me. So I go in.
All right, you go in. Do I have a seamstress ambiance? I'm actually curious. This is the problem. I lose track of the amount of things I have.
As someone who's done a lot of seamstress work, cosplay, it just is a lot of profanity. It's the sound of profanity. If you have a track.
Let's see, what shops do I have? Nope. Let's see what. No, let's just leave it as is. And you enter this abode. And you see a very old male Minotaur. This one, he's sort of stooped over and hunched. It's interesting. You've seen his ilk before, once or twice, but rarely, so it does take you a moment. Rather than looking like a straight like bull, he resembles more of a muskox, if you've ever seen those.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he has these sort of droopy horns that sort of almost meet in the center. And sort of like this long, scraggly beard. His fur, once black, has these sort of salt and pepper effect to it from like this like blanket of white that has taken over the top. And he's got these little hooves which are pedaling on a loom. He's just in the process of weaving. Hi.
Sup? How you doing? How's the weaving business today? All good?
The days have been kind to me, yes. Much hustle and bustle in the city as of late. Many coming through looking for their Hermologon finest.
Exactly, and this is exactly why I have come to you, sir. I need 5 extraordinary outfits, and I need them quick. And I'm thinking you are my Minotaur.
Well, that is quite the compliment to receive. Sorry, quick correction. Hemedon finest. Hemedon is the equivalent of Sunday. That is just a pedantic point on my end. But to say,
No.
I could perhaps be the Minotaur you're asking, young man. Tell me, what is it that I can do for you?
Right, so here's the thing. I need 5 red outfits, all right, with a little bit and augmented, shall we say, with some gold embroidery. Is that something that you could provide?
Potentially.
I'm talking. Here's the thing. This embroidery, it would need to be a little bit custom. I've got some patterns in mind.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah, absolutely.
He sort of like gets up and he like sort of go from what he's doing and he sort of cricks his back and you're like, oh right, he's a foot taller than you. It's like, oh yeah, still a Minotaur.
Oh shit.
He was definitely sort of apologizing for his height a lot, whereas he would have stooped over the loom. But now that he's reared to his full height, don't get me wrong, he's still sort of a scrawny, elderly Minotaur, but like now that he rears to his full height, it sort of puts a few things into perspective.
Yep, I'm still the short ass. Okay, cool. Yep.
Tell me more. Please, have a seat.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, absolutely. You got any wine?
I have something that I find better. Have you ever had Brigatok?
Well, I have ever had Brigatok.
Does not ring a bell.
No, but if it's something I can put down my throat and is alcoholic, I am all for it.
He grabs a like leather skin bottle and pours out a cloudy but very sort of, it looks like cloudy water. It's a very sort of milky white clear liquid. And he pours 2 small cups. Drink it slowly.
Sure. I take a very tentative sip.
It feels like pure gasoline going down. It's okay. Have you ever had limoncello?
Yes, many a times.
Okay, imagine like limoncello with a dairy spin.
Oh God. Smooth.
Made from only the finest soured goat's milk.
Okay, yeah. It's Moorish.
And like once it hits your stomach, like after about 10 seconds, there's a delightful just smoothness to your whole body.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. So, how long would it take for you to either have 5 outfits made or customized for me?
Depends how custom.
Well,
If it is making tweaks to existing attire, and he does a few things on display. You see different like shelves and racks of like folded dresses and stuff like that. Then the time frame is quite short. If I am making from scratch, that would be either more time or more gold.
Okay, cool. Well, everything you've got, there is some stuff there, right, that definitely will work for me. So we're talking probably something today to be completed. I think that should probably work for me.
Very well. Tell me about these designs of yours, young man.
Okay, so right, I need 4 dresses and 1 suit. All red, ideally, right?
Very well.
Okay.
By suit, I assume you mean a formal chiton.
So when you say chiton, above table.
Aren't we 6
So above
people
table,
now?
chiton is so if you search, so chiton is Chiton. It's basically that sort of the Grecian like body like, so it's not the toga, it's like the one that's a bit more practical in terms of its attire. I'll drop a link in I'll just use Discord.
Yeah.
Actually no, I'll just use Legend Keeper for that.
All right.
So if everybody goes to login. So if everyone goes to the players board. And
Is Amalia not getting a dress?
apologies, my internet.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
going
it.
in the nude. Oh my!
I have not miscounted. Trust me.
I am so worried.
I just wrote down 5 outfits though.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry about it. I've got this all figured out.
You scare me.
She's
Okay,
giving me a
everyone's
job
back
out
to
when
normal.
I'm not here.
Are we still live on the stream? Just out of curiosity.
No, we are paused. On my screen, we are.
Oh no, yep, says currently offline. This.
Okay, reconnection. It says reconnection successful. How about now?
We've just popped back in. Yeah.
Okay, 1,000 apologies for that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
so
we're on
that's
the
kind
main
of what a
board.
chiton is, Botch.
Okay, so so is it less well, because this is Mythic Odyssey of Theros, is that the unisex formal attire?
It's not the unit. That is definitely the male one. Like,
okay, good. So we want one of them and 4 dresses. 1 of those and 4 dresses would be perfect. Now,
very well.
Now,
actually, looking up now, I guess chiton is also used to describe a dress. But okay, for our purposes, when I say chiton, I mean the male version of it.
The male version, excellent. Now, we do need the chiton to be as for a smaller 4 foot tall gentleman.
You mean a regular sized individual?
Yeah, essentially, a small boy. Not like not tall, big, and strong like you and me, but regular.
Of course. Don't worry, I have plenty of those. You'll find they're actually my primary clientele.
Exactly, the small people of Melites. Exactly. Now, here's what I would like. I would like for you to adjust the dresses so that they are cut, so the neckline is cut almost down to the belly button, and woven into the back of each one of these chitons and dresses in sequence, you get the letters B, O, T, and H.
Both?
BOTCH. That's right.
Was that in character or out of character?
That was very much in character. I was really hoping you would just roll with that bit.
Well, I would have rolled with that bit, but the Minotaur would have absolutely asked both.
No. BOTCH, please. Yeah.
Oh, understood.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
assume that's a name of some sort.
Oh yeah, it's mine.
And
I
you would wish that to be in gold.
Gold thread. You know, I need my posse to look, you know, proper fly for a function we've got. I'll keep later.
Give me a moment to see something, and I will see to the degree in which I could accommodate. And he sort of wanders off in the back for a second, and you actually see him rifle through a few things. He picks out a couple red dresses. Do you know the measurements of these individuals?
Would I?
Make an intelligence check.
Here we go, everyone. That serves a 10.
You know what? Like, if we were talking about like horses and stuff like that, it might be trickier, but you're able to like basically like with your hands and stuff like that give like the rough height and like stuff like of each person. And it's like, and Agathos says, I could probably get it in the moor park. There may be some. I would tell your friend Xanthia, Bithynia, Angela, and Amalia to maybe purchase a box of safety pins just in case, but I'll do my best.
Sure. Here's the thing. The size doesn't have to be perfect, but what I do need is that lettering to be spot on, because I want everyone to know who is in charge here, who is the real power behind the group. You know, I want everyone to know that this is Botch's parade. I like it. Yeah, that's the real goal here.
Very well. Very well indeed. Give me a moment. And he keeps rifling through. And after about 5 minutes or so, he says, well, you're in luck. I have 3 dresses that are of the desired hue as it stands. For the 4th one, there is a white one that I would be able to dye in the required time frame.
Yeah.
So it can be amended, and a red
Good work.
chiton is straightforward, and I'm happy to, he sort of sizes you up and down, put a crown filigree around the sleeves and make it as formal as possible.
That would be tip top. Now,
The only point of contention will be the gold fabric.
oh yeah.
This is true gold thread, and I have enough. But, what was your budget for this, endeavor?
Make me an offer.
It will come to about 50 gold drachmae per item.
Oh, easy. Tell you what, because you've been such a hospitable host, and I pull out 500 gold and just, and it's a rush job, I pull out 500 gold and just bosh it on the table, drachmae, and bosh it on the table with my compliments.
No, thank you, dear boy. For that, rest assured, I'll send a messenger the moment they're ready.
Amazing. Now,
He like smiles, and he has like this big, like broken smile of rotted teeth. He's a big old stinky yak fellow, but he's a nice dude.
now, one final thing, oh Master Taylor. One final thing. Now, here's the thing. You see what I'm wearing, right? And I'm wearing my my animal skins. I've got my battle kilt on and my boots. Could you do something primal yet formal for me to wear?
Yes. Primal yet formal.
I'm not wearing any kind of toga like a pussy Melatesian, you know.
You are what
You
you
know,
I don't know.
There are plenty of our Crowan brethren who wear formal attire, but that aside, I will make something beastly, rest assured. Leave
That's
it with me.
amazing. And I drop another 100 drachmae on the table, for that as well. And I bow and walk out the door.
Cool. As you do, so just before you do, you hear a pring ding as the sort of door opens behind you, and you're chatting to this gentleman. You see a woman in a hood sort of just come up and quietly pull a dress off the side, sort of sizes up for a section, and purchases it. And she basically, once you're done talking, as you sort of step back, she will sort of just like quietly exchange a whisper with the gentleman. She'll slide some amount of gold, a couple platinum pieces in there across the table, and walk out with the dress.
Okay, sure. I am going to totally ignore that woman because I do not care. I have what I came here for.
All right.
Player me is like, who is that person? Character me is like, I couldn't give a shit.
I respect that. Is there anything else you would like to do, Botch?
Find the nearest tavern and just wait for the things to be made whilst getting completely drunk, and maybe doing a bit of like gambling or fighting if the occasion arises.
Okay. And you do. And as you settle in with your big cup of wine, watching this, in particular, there's a series of, this is an Amphis-Bena fight tonight. These like sort of twin-headed snake creatures, like a snake head at both ends, and they're like each one of these is just battling each other. You roar in encouragement as you watch this, and make a perception check.
Natural 20.
You spot a familiar hooded female figure nursing her own drink, just looking out at the bar.
Yeah,
just looking out at these things, just wordlessly.
Is she hot?
Oh, she has a very pretty face, but you can only see about this much of it.
Do I think I've recognized her or I've seen her before?
She has a moss green shawl that's just covering everything, and you like that does look familiar. You did recognize that.
Okay.
And if you stare in her direction, she'll actually raise her hood, and she does have a gorgeous face, and she flashes you a grin and winks.
And now she's flashed her face to me. Do I recognize that face?
Make a history check.
Oh, here we go. And we're back down to form of 4.
You have no idea.
No idea. Okay. Seeing as how I'm in a good temperament, I'm seeing a good fight, and I'm waiting for a fantastic bit of fashion fuckery to instill on my party. I'm going to sidle over her. I'm going to sidle over to her. Offer to fill her cup from my amphora and say, how are you this afternoon, fair lady? And twiddle my mustachio a bit.
1 second. You gotta test something out. Yeah.
I'm well. How are you?
Oh, sorry, Romeo. That's my. Oh, get drunk. Waiting for some suits and dresses to be made. What are you doing here? I mean, I feel like you and I have met before. Can't quite place it though.
Perhaps that is true. And the fates are unpredictable. I grow tired of this place, and I don't have an appetite for barbers. And will you walk with me?
Oh, I will walk with you, my lady, forever. If I could hear some more of your sultry voice in my ears. Oh.
She walks sultrily, and she drops her hood, and she has these like gorgeous auburn hair that just is like rail straight that falls into her shawl, and she just walks forward.
Sweet.
And she just
I follow forward.
saunters. She actually, at one point, sort of rolls her shoulders and pulls her shawl aside, and revealing a very voluptuous figure that is sort of framed by it's a practical chitin sort of like dress, but like one that definitely still shows off her curves. It is a
Nice.
sort of a, again, sort of like a moss green and black coloration. And she thanks you. She pays for her own tab and sort of walks out onto the street. Do you continue to follow?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Very well. I just forgot something.
My abode is not far from here. I am.
And Bosch, it is getting a little on the late side at this point. So the sun is beginning to dip.
I don't feel super comfortable walking alone on the streets at night. Would you accompany me?
You know what? Why not? I've got nothing but time to kill, and spending a few minutes with you is definitely preferable to slugging it on my lonesome.
She flashes you a warm smile, and she gestures in a direction and begins walking.
Alrighty, I accompany her, keeping a respectful 6 inches of distance on her side.
Reasonable. Doesn't take long. About 5 minutes. There's a small building. A small house, basically. Similarly, also wedged between two buildings. Which sorry, out of character, that's more coincidental. I'm not trying to draw ties to Agathos or anything like that.
Yeah.
And she approaches the door, opens the key, and comes inside.
Would you like to come in for a nightcap?
Oh, hell yeah, let's do this. What have you got?
Whatever your heart desires. Oh.
Whatever your heart desires.
Sure, let's go. All right, let's do it. I see no reason to be suspicious here.
And she welcomes you inside. And it's okay-ish furnished placed. At this point, I'll say botch. Make up another perception check.
Perception. Oh, I'm really good at that as well. Oh, that's a natural 1.
You are
Never mind.
stressing me out, Allie. You are so getting murdered.
I have 160 hit points. I think I'll be okay.
We'll need to think of a new name to honor
Maybe
you.
the back your spells.
That's fine.
Because we'll have your name on all of our attire.
Just wearing
Yeah,
those dresses to his funeral.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
But
natural
she
one.
okay. So you don't notice anything, but she
Nope.
welcomes you inside. It's a decent place. She, takes out 2 cantharoses, 2 cups, and pours them out, and grabs a beautiful ornate silver jug and just pours out just a rich red. And no, actually, she'll pour out a pale white wine. I retract that.
Oh, what?
And
Okay.
slides that towards you. And
Does she drink?
she does drink.
Okay, then seeing her drink, I take a generous sip.
Well, so yeah, you see her pull her hood back slightly, and then she takes a drink, and then sort of keeps it because she's thrown it up again at this point.
Why are you being so secretive in your own home, dear lady? I mean, surely even here in your own home, you could grace me the honor of your visage.
So you have seen her visage. She just sort of threw up her shawl again when sort of partway through the journey.
Yeah.
But she does say,
Would it be all right? I always feel so self-conscious.
Okay, sure. I mean, I don't know how you're going to be able to keep your clothes on all night, but yeah, I mean, we could take it slow.
She smiles and sort of unclasps the front of the shawl. And she throws it down, and you see the beautiful, sultry form once more. And she goes to unbutton the dress.
Just like lean in, like legs slightly spread apart, you know.
And
she's
she,
like,
you watch as she sort of seems to pull the dress, and it's sort of like the fabric almost seems to tear like sort of the finest silk as it like rips. And then the form, and then the shawl, sorry, the dress drops. You see but a second of skin before the form shimmers. Siri, shut up. And it drops.
mm-hmm.
And you see the same dress, except much more ragged and completely black. Almost a sort of like chalk gray skin. Like almost like concrete. And a gleaming gold mask. A feminine visage with sort of these spiraling horns. They're like 1, 2, 6, as well as these sort of gold spirals which almost resemble curly hair coming off of it. It almost resembles like a Mayan display, somewhat, but like a beautiful feminine gold face with these black pits for eyes.
Don't make any sudden movements. I carefully take another sip of my drink and go, well now, how you doing, Clothy?
This is not Clothus.
Oh, shit.
You recognize this form. It's elaborate, it is ornate, it is clearly of some form of high station. It is a returned.
Why have you brought me here? Why not just, I don't know, attack me in the street, attack me at the pub? Why go to all this? Why go to all this subtlety? You know I could just destroy you right here, right now, right? What do
Probably.
you want? What do you want? Because it's clearly not for sexy times.
I mean, depending on how things go. I can't arch my eyebrow in this golden mask, but pretend I'm doing it.
Okay.
And yes, you could probably slay me. But I'm not here to fight.
Then what do you want?
My name. I have forgotten my name in life.
I mean, listen, it happens to the best of us. I can't remember my name after a fair few amphoras of wine, so don't worry about it. I'm sure it'll come back to you.
Simply call me Anthea.
Anthea. Okay, cool.
I do not serve the Murder King.
I would like to make an insight check on that statement.
Make an insight check.
Okay, Anthea.
Make an insight check. The worst part is I can't actually hear myself, because if I ever did, I would have to like start speaking in a slurred voice. So I'm trusting that
They sound urgent.
That's a 15, sir.
Best you can tell, she's telling the truth.
Okay. Then why have you lured me here under false pretense?
Would you not do the same if you were cursed with this visage? If you were cursed with this reputation?
I lean forward. Do you know who I am? First of all, look at me. I'm not exactly, pleasing to look at. Number two, I can't go home. So trust me when I tell you that I fucking get it.
Then you understand.
Yeah, why not? So,
And there's your answer.
fair enough. You have convinced me. Congratulations. Hallelujah. Well done. Now, what do you want? Because I've got five fuck you outfits to pick up in a bit and take back to my friends. And my patience is like my drink is wearing pretty low.
As I said, I do not serve the Murder King, and nor do I hail from his domain.
Okay.
My home is far to the south, east, southwest, the realm of
Alright.
Asphodel.
Asphodel, okay.
But you would know.
Yeah.
Asphodel there are two major city settlements of Returned. Odunos is the big bad one. That is where the murderous, rage-filled Returned, who were nothing more than to wreak havoc on the living world out of resentment for the gift of life that they still have, and is where Timaret hails from. Asphodel is in the Hitos Maya, which is a sort of stretch of land where to the north is the Nessian Wood, but it's sort of the stretch of land that separates the Lindishorn, where cities like Delathon and Theros lie, and the Itonian Peninsula, where Meletis and Glossion and those other settlements lie. The Returned of Asphodel, unlike their brethren in Odunos, have no interest in, or at least as far as you're aware, have never waged major wars or descended upon the mortal world, or even really had a reputation for violence or any kind of danger lest one encroach on their territory. You, as far as you're aware, and you would be aware of this, they seem to, as far as anyone knows, be fairly isolationist, seeking to be left alone.
Okay. Then what brings you so far northeast to talk to little old me when you should be perfectly content staying where you came from? Let's be real here. What are you doing here talking to me?
Normally I would be. Normally I would have no desire to encroach upon this domain. So, choking with memories and choking with what was, to me at least. But I and those whom I call my brethren grow worried that these discussions that has take place, these labors, these deliberations will result in a petulant descent upon my people as a scapegoat, or simply deciding that we're also on the chopping block. I came to ask. I came for information. What are the murmurings about my own domain? Do these city-states intend to finish the job or seek to set their eyes beyond just the Murder King and his cohort?
I think I'm the wrong kind of person you should be asking here, right? I should listen. We're having a soiree tonight at our keep. You should come and talk to some of my party members. You can't miss them. They'll be the ones wearing the really fabulous red and gold dresses with some letters on them, right? You should come. What? Hey, listen. Come back with me when I get the stuff, and you can be my companion to the party, right?
Even
And
if I could trust that you're not luring me into a favorable kill box, I don't trust that others will not simply see a gold mask in the sallow skin and she
pulls back the mask, and you've never seen a Return's true face. There is a expressionless slab of gray flesh. No eyes, no nose, no lips, just like the gum, like a face without lips kind of thing. And just in terms of like the gums on these like rotted gray broken teeth.
only see this face.
I think that's for the best.
Before she lowers her mask again.
I am a monster to the mortal world. I accept that.
Yeah.
But mine and my ilk have always kept to our own. I would ask of you, see a reason and have the wherewithal to pass, to part and parcel with those of the Murder King. Those who simply do not wish to live in the pit below and have scratched out an existence for themselves, even as hollow shells. Please. Set your eyes on those who have wronged you. Only those who have wronged you.
Okay. Do you speak for all of your people, or are you just here as a lone agent?
I speak for all my people. I am here with their power and their blessing.
Can I make an insight check on that statement, whether or not I believe her or not?
Make an insight check.
That's going to be a 10.
Hard to tell. She seems sincere.
It is with great risk that we even venture this far into your realm. We only come to say, we have no quarrel. Any who, in our domain, whoever prey upon the mortal world are excised. Know that. For we understand that we can only exist if we are not. Something to consider. Something to be afraid of.
Okay, fair enough.
I sought you out of opportunism. But I do sense sincerity within you. You are, all of you, plain and simple. You are a creature of, you do not apologize for you who you are any more than we do. And I can only hope that my words find purchase. That is all I have come to say.
Very well. And I down the rest of my glass of wine, put it on the table, stand up, and say, "Very well. I will think upon what you've said, and if I can act, I will consider. I will think. I will consider it."
That you simply see that no one acts, at least unto my people, is enough.
I've got more problems. I've got enough problems without having to worry about an extra group of people. So here's the thing: just stay out of my way, and I'll make sure I stay out of your way. And I'll see how many other people I can convince of that. Because hey, we've got more than enough problems to deal with right now.
That is all I can ask.
Very well. And
Thank you.
Yep.
And
I walk out.
cool. She she rests. If you give her a second, she rests hand on her shoulder when she says thank you, and cool. You walk out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the end of it. And at this point, you are able to, for the purpose of brevity, I'll say you are able to go back to the tailor, and the dresses are ready to go, and the chitin.
Fantastic. What's been prepared for me? For Bokios, for Botch.
So it's a bit like so you know those like floor length fur coats like some divas wear?
Oh,
This one is like one
yeah.
of those, but like it's like a brown yak fur, like a really like thick pelty one, no sleeves. And that's all framing a sort of wine red chitin that has a sash that has the Acroan alpha symbol that sort of goes all the way down it, in gold trim itself, as well as like a sort of like it's like one of those like larger like thick belts that like certain like women's fashion wears, but sort of it's like equal parts that and like a wrestler's belt kind of thing. It's got like this electrum framing on it, which sort of makes it sort of
Nice.
glint and accentuates everything. And these beautiful boots, actually, like that's made out of sort of gilded bronze themselves, which have sort of sculpted toes.
Nice. I approve. You are a craftsman and a scholar, sir. I appreciate you.
For the right price, I am many things in my accomplishments. Young man, enjoy.
Oh, hell yeah. And I take all of the items and start making my way back to Tempest Keep.
Cool. And you do so. All right. And conscious of time frame, but whilst that is also happening, Bithynia.
Yeah.
You do make it up to the observatory.
Yeah.
And you are let in. You are expected. And you walk up to the main giant astrolabe, which is sort of have all the planets and stars aligned. And sort of crouched next to it is the Arch Sphinx Midomai.
Hello, child.
Metamai, it's good to see you again. Better here in Melitis than that Forsaken Island or anywhere else.
Indeed. You have been busy as of late.
Quite.
He gestures to Matizi, which is orbiting right next to you.
As she gestures over to it, yes, seems that there seems to be a lot that I've learned in my short time here in Theros, and much more to learn.
Indeed. There is always something to learn. As I learned you cannot run from shame. You must overcome it. You taught me that, child. Thank you.
And she will, with a slight smile, bow. Well, the fortunate thing is that we all have things to learn and we all have things to teach. If not between the two of us, with Tempest and beyond.
Indeed. I did not wish for her to be left alone, you know? I made a choice that broke my heart into 1,000 pieces. But that is my... Sorry, go ahead. But that is my burden to bear. I should not have put that on you.
I think that where leaving others is concerned, whether it was you with her or me with Olisa or our parents or whoever it is in life, that I think even if we are gone, we're definitely not forgotten. And there's strength in numbers, but being on our own is also something that can help us develop in ways that we might not have had we not been. There's also something to say for reconciliation and forgiveness.
You are right. Perhaps when all is said and done, I will seek such reconciliation. You have much ahead of you, child. Many labyrinths to navigate for the feasts tonight and the summit tomorrow. Will you sit with me a while before then? Maybe watch the stars together.
I can. I was actually going to see if I couldn't procure the tower for another evening.
He gives you a nod, and procuring the tower is easy, especially when there's your giant F-off Sphinx like next to you. Like you are about as like this is as much like the most authoritative you could possibly be at any one time. So you can procure the tower for the night of your choosing, easy enough. And yeah, you spend a couple hours with Medomai with the instruments, just measuring the stars through looking lenses and just in that way where you can, sit in silence with someone who you have the greatest of connections with and not need to say anything. You pass those couple hours just restoring each other's company, enjoying each other's company. And it is about that point that the revelry is over. Bush has picked up his dresses, and with a short flight with Plummet back to the fort, everyone touches base again. And you all find yourself meeting up together once more at the fort. And that's where we're going to take a short break, just because I do need to use the restroom. I very much appreciate the players who took a slight backseat just to sort of, I guess, get everyone else to the same place. And we will pick back up in, let's say, 12 minutes or 20 past 9, where we will meet back here for the second half whilst everyone together goes to this great feast and navigates what is to come. Well, see you all real soon. Thank you so much. We are DC30. And we're back. Welcome, welcome. So yes, we have all reconvened back at the fort. Let me set something appropriate. Yeah, Botch. You return to the fort as the sun is truly set at this point and evening draws nigh. And you hear sort of thunderous roaring and revelry from the inside and the hammer of what sounds like dozens upon dozens of feet slamming the ground. And you actually feel a little bit of movement next to you. And no, sorry, never mind. You spot a dark shape in the sky that circles down, and you recognize a familiar Pegasus with a familiar female form sat astride of it, side saddle like a lady. Actually, I don't know how Bithynia would sit. Well, sorry, you muted Rebecca. What?
Oh, I think she would be side saddle. I think she'd be extra when it wasn't necessary.
The mystery of how she keeps falling off is solved. All right. Cool. So
Hey,
yeah, Bithynia, you. So go ahead, Dolly.
I was like, hey, Biffy, I've got you a dress.
And she'll look. Does he have them in her arms? Or his arms?
Okay, so how would I imagine that they'd either be in like paper packages or somehow packaged in a way that's
They are. So they're folded in a big box.
Yeah,
like a wooden crate.
Yeah,
or like
exactly.
a wooden casket. Yeah, thing.
Good stuff. So I go into the box and I sort of pull out a folded dress, really not red, deep red with a little bit of gold embroidery on it that you can see Bithynia, and hand it to you and say, it's for the party. I think you'll look fabulous.
So she's taking it. Curious. Did you know? Wait, were you with me when I was getting a dress as well, or like looking into a dress with someone else?
Nope. I was told to go and get some dresses, and dresses I got.
I have a question for you, Botch. Which letter did you give her?
I gave her. Here's the thing. So just no. Here's the thing about that. All of the letters are on the back of all of these dresses, so they wouldn't be visibly visible on the front, because I would have thought that it's like
okay,
like the numbers on a sports jersey.
Yeah. I guess I just figured you like showed it back to front or something. But if you just if you're like
pull out, show the front. I gave her the T. Specifically not because I wanted to give her or deprive her of the B. I just didn't associate B with Botch with Bithynia.
Okay. So it's a beautiful red dress. That's all you see, Bithynia, right this second. You have no idea about the letter. It's a beautiful red dress with gold filigree and trim. Very acro in its design, but you're not above. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. You're not above flexing with your fashion styles. You don't necessarily stand Militis when it comes to fashion, or maybe I'm wrong.
So with this gala that we're going to, though, is she expected to be mixing and mingling with the individuals that she has already told explicitly that she's from Militis and is connected to, and or otherwise wants to be connected to? Because she's in her city, she's invited these individuals. She wants to look like she's from Militis. She is very proud of the university and her endeavors there.
So there will be mingling at the same time. No one is it so you can make the choice to look like you're from Militis. It's not necessarily expected of you, so it would be entirely your call, basically. But yes, you will be mingling.
Okay. So she will take it and she will say, "Thank you so much, Bach. I didn't know that you were in dress shopping today. That's curious."
I was told to go, so I went. I think we should all wear them, though. It's a matching outfit. It's a team. It's a party outfit. I think Tempest would really paint the town red. See what I did there? In these dresses and outfits. I got everyone else one of the matching design.
Well, that was kind of you.
I know.
And
so generous.
and what are you wearing?
I've got me, a bit more of a Cronin style, jacket with a big belt on it. I've got something very manly, and I thought I'd get you something very feminine and dainty.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And so she's probably hearing like this stuff or like seeing that there's lights. Shall we go inside?
Yeah, let's go. Let's get ready and let's kick ass at this party.
Okay, so ignore the guy who's wearing it, but this is what I envisioned. If you look at the players board.
Yeah.
Without sleeves.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, yeah. It looks absolutely fabulous.
All right, and you all go inside, and what was not okay? It's not like Mad Max drums, my bad. But you see all of the different daughters of Nelia just creating a revelrous ruckus in your abode, and at this point, just finishing braiding each other's hair, Scotty, Hilira, Xanthia, and Defili. I believe Defili at this point would have been like last doing Xanthia's hair, right?
I just wrote down Hilera braids Xanthia's hair.
No, it was-
Hard
it
to
was
make
Katina.
all way
It
to
was
the
Katina's,
feast.
I think.
Okay, never mind.
And Scotty
My
service
bad.
up Xanthia.
Yeah, that's probably correct. Yeah.
Last
And you see all this. And yeah, the music's died a bit down now as people are getting ready.
Bakios, did you know that there was going to be a party here?
Yeah, of course. Why else would I have spent all this time and effort and thought getting these perfect dresses and outfits made for us?
Oh, you're back!
Hey guys! Don't you all look lovely?
Thank you.
I got
and those
everyone
some-
I got everyone some dresses. I got everyone some outfits. Scotty, I didn't
Wow.
forget you.
I'm so happy you volunteered to get us all dresses. That's so nice.
Listen, hey, a gentleman always makes sure that the people he is with looks their best.
Can
And
I
I-
see that?
Absolutely, and I pull out one that I've earmarked for you, and I show you the front of it. The red and the red fabric, the gold lettering. The gold embroidery with the lettering on the back.
Okay.
I really like the crone style, like
Wow.
that really
Is it
shows that we're
also-
standing with acros.
Yeah, is it also on the back?
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. I've made sure that the entirety of this thing is to my design.
What's on the back?
Don't worry about it.
What letter is on the back of my dress, Bakios?
Oh, because you are so obviously the best.
The letter O. Wow. Hey, there's those daggers again.
Drawn with an H.
It's a bit hard to kind of tweak an O. Like a H is very much like like lines, and unless you take like the bottom part of the O and then kind of like put it up there, and it's kind of like a wavy.
No, it's not an O. It's a sun, because you're always you've always got a sunny disposition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wait, does Xanthia's dress have that as well?
No. Xanthia's
What does my
got...
dress have?
Yeah,
Oh,
what
yeah.
does Xanthia's dress look like?
Oh yeah, Xanthia's got what looks to be like
Is this a broken trident?
yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a it's a really weird trident, and two of the prongs are a little bit horizontal. It's a T.
Wait, but then he has the T.
No,
I
Bithynia
have the
was.
T.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm trying. This is me, Ali, speaking. I'm trying to keep track of who I've given what to.
I don't even know what letters there are to give.
BOTCH.
TCH.
No. Okay. Xanthia, you've been given the C. Oh yeah, they didn't have enough time to do the central prong, but I thought I'd give you a trident. We ran out of time.
You sure that's not like a half?
Oh
moon?
no, it's no. I understand. It's because you're a Triton, and
Yeah.
you're all about living in the sea.
Yeah. Did
Aye,
you just,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, exactly. Scotty's got the right idea.
Sounds like me strength.
You know what? I am not gonna have botch roll a deception check on this. I'm gonna let it stand.
All right, I want to see.
But like, is it like actual like letters, like, or is it like? Okay, you're shaking yes. Can I make
above board,
What?
above the table? They are
Mhm.
obviously letters.
What is the
Okay.
font? What font did you choose?
Comic
Comic
Sans.
Sans.
so?
I'm sad it wasn't papyrus, but you know.
Oh, it couldn't be anything. I love that we all went Comic Sans. That's the best.
Okay.
So we
In that
currently
case-
have. a
Yeah, they're
T-
obviously letters.
Can I? Okay, and I. would-
Okay, make an insight check.
Yeah,
Sure.
I was like, this feels okay.
While that's
well,
going on, what have I got?
You have what look to be
that's a natural 20. Sorry,
Natural 20. Oh.
for 30.
Oh my god.
you have a +10 to your insight.
I do
I mean-
indeed.
Level
Holy
13.
Holy shit!
Sorry,
There's
first
gonna be a
going to
murder.
describing Scottinos's outfit. Sorry.
So yeah, you have what looks to be a really nice chatron, and on the back is a vertical line with 2 circles next to it, because you know you are the backbone. You're the backbone of our group, and you've also got a great ass.
Okay. I mean, thank you for noticing. What letter is this?
It's the B.
B. I see.
Above table, it's the B,
Right.
and then Amalia would have had the H.
And so Bethania's saying this, and what is the T? This is a T?
No. It symbolizes how straightforward you are. You know, you've got the straight lines and you've got the really crisp angles. You know, you're always so straightforward when it comes to how you do stuff.
She will kind of look down, not knowing what the hell is going on, and she'll
So we have a T.
graceful.
We have an O. We have a C. We have what am I?
B.
A B.
And Amalia is an H.
A.
But yes, did you put your name on our dresses?
No.
Wait,
Yes, did you
sorry.
put your name on our dresses?
Can I roll a deception check at this
Make a
point and say
deception check
no?
with advantage because I'm having too much of a good time.
I'm sorry, I rolled a natural 20 on my insight.
All right, straight roll then.
You have disadvantage on deception checks?
No, I
Oh.
don't have anything on. I was just saying
Go on.
because she rolled
I
a.
thought you said straight roll.
Because she rolled a natural.
Yeah.
So you just have to beat a 30. It's just a
Yeah,
DC30.
you just-
That's
Yeah.
all.
So I didn't
Be
say
my
he's going to
30.
automatically succeed. I just said I'd give him advantage because I thought it was funny.
Fair enough then. Deception.
I mean, just because you see through doesn't mean he's bad at lying.
That. Shit.
What would you roll?
That's one.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
The dice gods just know, man.
Yep.
Nope.
No.
So I know he put.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you fucking know.
So
What letter do you wear though?
Oh, I don't need a letter. I'm not important enough to get a letter.
Ah.
you just put your name on our clothes.
Put my name on your clothes. Just put a letter on your clothes. Then put my whole name on your clothes. On your dress, Behilia. I would never do such a stupid thing.
I like it. Okay. I'm alright. Good.
And so Bethania looking at it, and what are these for? What?
Oh, well, we've got a party tonight, haven't we? This is for the party.
And what do you want us to do?
Wear
Party
them.
with these.
Wear them and represent the proud Acronian culture.
You know what I
You
think
know,
would
I
be
already have
better,
a dress.
Bacchios?
Yes.
I think it would be a great time to repay a favor you owe me.
Becca, I've been dreading this for weeks. Oh yes. What?
Do you think it's a good night for that, or should I hold on to it?
It's up to Rebecca. It is entirely up to you. I am not influencing you one iota. This is your favor.
Well, I think I'll have to see at the party what will happen, but be within arm's reach if you can. I might need you to exchange.
Is that the
something.
favor? Me spending all night within arm's reach?
Absolutely not.
Fair
That would
enough,
be a
then.
favor to you, not to me.
Wow.
Oh. Well, somebody's got a really big ego.
Nice.
No, I will. I'm appreciative of this, and I will see about that favor. Should it need to come up tonight?
Fair enough. How about the rest of you? You. I think you would all look absolutely fantastic. Hilira, you should really appreciate you. I got you a proper Acronian dress. You're gonna look absolutely fabulous.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah. And Xanthia, you're
I'll throw the dress in your face. Can you make me a charisma saving throw, please?
What are you casting?
A charisma saving throw.
Oh dear.
That's a dirty 20.
Fuck you.
Aw.
I'm so angry at you right now.
Natural
Hilaire will
19 plus
throw
1.
the dress in your face and you feel a spell hit you, and Hilaire's gonna keep walking. She's walking away because she will fight you.
Do you think it was the wrong color?
What letter did she have?
She had the
Oh.
O. She had the O, which I said was the sunshine, because she's got such a sunny, loving, and forgiving disposition.
Xanthia's following Hilaire, by the way.
And so Bettina will look over. Are you saying that I don't have a sunny disposition?
No, you don't have a sunny disposition. When was the last time you were happy and joyous for no reason?
I have daisies growing upstairs. I keep things alive when I'm not even around them. So clearly, I'm a ray of sunshine when I don't need to be, and when it's not expected.
I mean, if you could start showing me some of those sunny feelings, I would actually like it as well, Bithinia.
Okay, I will. I'll try
Yay.
to find where that's.
I'm
Well,
going to
that's nice
as
of
that's
you.
going on, I'm going to take the. Is mine a suit or dress? What
It's a chitin.
Like a toga
okay.
type
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, cool.
Basically, just imagine me, just the kind of person that's digging a hole and just enjoying every shovelful. This is me right now.
I'm going to take it and I'm going to go. I know, and I'm going to use my Illuminator's tattoo to scrawl in scarlet ink, and I'm going to try just patch up the so I'm going to try and take out a little bit of the top left of the B and a little bit of the bottom right of the B and try and wing it into an S. But it's not like like the ink doesn't totally match it at all, so it definitely you can still clearly see the embroidering. But I've kind of shortly
Make a charisma check.
All right, okay, I can do that.
Are you
Charisma check.
proficient in artistry tools of any kind?
I'm going to assume no. So
Cool.
just charisma.
Straight charisma.
22.
Pretty good job, all things considered. Like, if you you can see where it's like anybody who looks at it can clearly see like what it was, but anybody charitable can just like let their eyes unfocus for a second and just like let their brain sort of like fill in the gaps and just see the S. It's one of those like you can like if you allow your brain to, you can just let the S be visible more than the B.
I'm satisfied enough that I've kind of done a little bit of scribbling on it and go, oh, that'll work. Right. I don't know how to fix an O. I can just turn it into a lowercase. What did Xanthia have?
Xanthia
C.
had the C.
You can just add like another C and you have
Like
like
the C.
But it's like in red, like the ink I kind of chose for the Illuminator tape was like, so it just kind of undoes the C's. It probably doesn't work as well. But I could try, maybe. Do you still have your robe on?
Xanthia probably just dropped her dress and went after Hilera to check in on her.
I'm just gonna spend some time playing around with the letters and try and see if I can fix them into stuff, but I have no hope of it.
Okie dokie. Xanthia, you go up to Hilera.
Hey.
I'm probably outside near my temple thingy. She's just kind of leaning over the diving board. I remember we have a diving board.
Yeah, you chose to have a diving board.
Are you considering to go for a swim? Or...
Well, I was just kind of debating if I threw Buckyos off there, if it would hurt him or if it would bring him joy.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't, but...
I mean, I could.
Okay, not.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it, or do you just want to be alone?
I don't know. I needed a moment, and I thought I think both Buckyos and I needed a time out, and then my first instinct was just banish him and just try and fix it for a second. Try and fix it, and it didn't work. And then I just got even more upset, and he was right. It's an acroan dress because that was a different accent I went into. It was definitely a dress.
I'm here for it.
An acroan dress.
We can fix this. We can fix this. It's okay.
I don't
do you
know.
want me to punch him? I will do that. I can drag him up to his long drop, push him down.
Drop him. No, I don't want that. I feel like just somebody needs to shake that man and just be like, Akros is not okay. First, I have my dad trying to control my life, and now I have an O on my back. I don't need another Akroan trying to control me. Yes, it was an Akroan dress because it had his freaking name on it.
I mean, the style was pretty, and I don't know, my mind immediately went to, we invited all of these dignitaries here because we want to rally support for our cause. This could be nice and symbolic to show how we stand with them, but I see how this is really personal, close to home for you. This is... Okay, I will punch Buckyos. It's fine.
No, I'll grab your hands.
Oh god, it's gonna hurt now too.
No, you don't have to punch Buckyos. I'll punch it myself when the time comes.
If you want to get some extra strength, I still have these gauntlets in my room.
You know what? I feel like it's enough punishment that when I punch him, he'll take a point of damage, and I'll probably break my fingers. I am prepared for that. I know it's gonna happen.
Will you back up right after that?
One quick question above table. Tomorrow, did you keep the belt of fire?
Yeah,
strength?
I am wearing that.
And just 1 point as well. Do you also still have the metallic armor?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to make sure I fully understand.
I'm a swole bronze statue.
Perfect. As long as I'm completely understand.
Maybe I'm probably overreacting. It's just this whole diplomatic stuff. It's not my thing. I'm not good at it. I ramble and I talk and I talk and I don't stop talking.
Then just consider it a party with your friends. You don't have to do any actual talking to the dignitaries if you don't want to.
Well, I should because it's for Akros. And I was thinking, right? And I don't know if I'm gonna do that now, but I was thinking I could maybe ask them if they could do something for Buckyos to help him and give him protection. Because who's gonna fuck with Buckyos if they have all the cities backing him and be he's a good dude. But now I'm just walking around
Okay.
with an O on my back, and people will be like, they'll see all of us together, and it just won't. It won't be the same because people will be like, "Oh, it's just that we're all with Buckyos." And if somebody's gonna be the face, it's gonna be Scotinos.
You don't have to do this alone, you know? Like, we can figure it out as a group.
Yeah, you're a pretty good talker as well.
You can be, at least. Sometimes.
Maybe like you should do the talking, and I'll just be in the corner, just like pointing at you and thumbs upping to like help you and be like, yeah.
I just...
Or I can speak in their brains, and I can just be like, she's so good, she's so cool, she's so pretty, look at her. And then they'll think it's their own thoughts, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, Satya. She's so
Yes,
cool,
that's how
she's
that
so
spell
pretty.
works.
It's not a spell. It's an ability.
Or
No,
you
you're
read
right.
their minds, you tell
I
me
should refrain
the
from
secrets
commenting,
you
do it.
find out, I don't know.
Well, I can also read their thoughts. I can also just telepathically say things to them, and they can't respond, which makes it better because, like, some people will just be like, "Is this my own brain talking to me right now?"
If you speak to someone in their head, like, do they hear it as their internal voice or
No,
yours?
I don't think so. Wait, you hear in your brain? Hello, can you hear me? This is your captain, Healer speaking.
You hear, hello, can you hear me? This is your captain. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, what does it sound like? Is it Hilaire's voice? Is it my own voice?
It sounds like Elida's voice.
Yeah, no, that's your voice.
But if they don't know me, they don't know it's me. Maybe there's just another really cool voice in their brain.
I think that would be a cause of concern for most people.
True. Probably won't help black girls.
Probably not. But, you know, I'm sure we can work something out tonight or then tomorrow when the actual diplomatic affairs start.
Yeah. Should we like talk to Bithynia and like make like a plan of like what everyone's gonna do? Like, are we all gonna talk, or are we gonna just be like sitting in the corner and letting Bithynia do the talking?
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, because I can talk for like acros and stuff if we want, and you can talk for like the military stuff, I guess. And then Bithynia can talk about the diplomatic things because she's kind of the face of the whole thing. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, tonight, let's just mingle with the people,
Yeah.
try to make some friends, and then tomorrow when the actual work starts, maybe they'll react more favorable. So.
Okay. Should we talk to Bithynia in the morning then? When is the party?
Let's talk to her on the way to the party, just so we are all on the
Oh,
same page.
yeah.
And
Party's in
then-
like half an hour, just out of character.
Also,
just,
we
Oh.
should go.
This is happening.
We should definitely.
Whilst this is
go.
happening, just real quick, downstairs, Scotty, you're holding the O dress, right?
I have been, so I've actually
Okay.
I have finished with the O dress and I've finished with the C dress with my amendments.
And what are your amendments?
I don't know how to share my screen, but I've been doing it on Microsoft Paint.
I love
Because
that.
Scotty is the
Hang
one
on,
who is like a.
I think I
This-
can share I think I can share a window.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to break the game or not, but here's where we
find
are
out.
so far. Here's where we are so far.
Hey, it works. It so because Amalia isn't here, it basically filled that space automatically.
Cool.
I see
so
it.
I have managed to trim away a little bit of the B to turn it into an S. I've just made a big like swath of basically a reverse C to turn the C into an X, and then I didn't know what to do with Hilera, so I just wrote Hilera kind of like inside the O, and then turned the bottom part into a smiley face.
Well, so to that point, actually, if you'll permit me. Also, it's like so the thing is flipping like crazy. Could I ask? you,
oh, is it? Yep. Sorry, no, I didn't.
No,
realise
you're
that.
right. There was anything with the idea. If you had saved the O for last, Defili would, as you got to it, if as in, by all means, feel free to keep your original idea. Defili might have stepped up and she would have asked, "May I?" In a moment of concern you see on her face.
Okay.
She lays it out. With prestidigitation, which allows you to mark a color for up to an hour, she'll erase this much from either side of the O. So like if the O's about like this big, she'll erase like about a 16th from either side of the O. And actually, she'll erase about like a 1/6 from either side of the O. And then she'll use prestidigitation again to create gold, to create these little rounded rivets. Sort of these, basically putting these indents on the O, so that it goes from being an O to a sort of aspis shield. Like if you see on your character sheets, those shields that sort of denotes your armor class, she basically creates that basic shape by sort of modifying the O.
I will then go over the outline of the O with the pen, so when the prestidigitation ends in an hour or whenever it happens, it's still got something of it. It just won't look as neat. All right, I think that is less shit than it was.
Are you talking about the original design or your
Yes.
Harsh.
No, I think
I feel so bad for Botch.
He knew.
I am loving every second of this.
Yeah.
I'm
So for
sorry.
this, would
Don't-
anybody
Dressed up
Listen,
as a
don't-
player.
Don't apologize. This is exactly what I wanted as a player.
Okay, I
Everything
feel a little bit
wanted
bad.
As long as that's the case. Sorry, yeah, Rebecca?
is anybody not wearing their dress?
I'm wearing mine.
Yeah, Xanthia would change into the dress as soon as she returns.
Is it better? What is that? Does that work better?
Perfect.
Cool. All right.
The
Hilaria wearing
Defili hands you the dress, Hilira, if you come back down. There. Better to reflect the bulwark that wears it. And she sort of like flicks your nose with the tip of her index finger and walks away.
Thank you. And then she stares daggers at Buckius and puts the dress on.
Oh. Oh.
See what I mean? You look absolutely fabulous. Give me a twirl.
Hang on. Hold on. Before you do that, Bithynia. No. Actually, yours is fine. Hilira, can I try something? I don't know if this will work.
Okay.
Just give me a minute. Okay. And while you're wearing it, I'm going to start scrawling something in the bottom in the reddish black ink, and then I'm going to attempt.
No regrets.
No,
No
a bit better.
regrets.
I'm going to attempt to use the ability that is attached to my Illuminator's tattoo. As an action, you can touch a piece of writing up to 1 page in length and speak a creature's name. The writing becomes invisible to everyone other than you and the named creature for the next 24 hours. I write, "Botch is a butt," and then I say, "Bacchios," and I use that ability.
So wait, I can see this now.
Yes.
And nobody else.
Yes.
Scotty, why would you do such a thing? I got these specially made and everything.
Oh.
Emotional damage.
You hear a voice in your ear, Botch, that says, "Oof."
That's rough, buddy.
I feel like this is about as useful, like, as welcomed as the time I got the teach someone else how to read book. Not necessarily.
My
wanted,
character,
you know.
my character's been down to 1 hit point in, I think it was in the volcano, and this is the most hurt I think Botch has ever been.
I think this is a all-round of roaring success. Good job, team.
So Batista we'll wear the dress. You'll see that she has a satchel, as always. If I know one thing, it's that I always need more than one outfit for an evening, so I will be saving this for a special occasion.
Okay.
Unless you would like to see it on it. She will put it over her dress that she has on currently. So you see like the blue below and it's like above.
I mean, it would look. Here's the thing: red is definitely your color. Not this Melitetian blue, but red. Listen, red is the way.
I'm happy with whatever color is given to me. I've lived a life with everything being given to me, more or less, to the mercy of whoever has things where I do not. So it would not be the first time that I've taken something that I did not expect. However, if I can be gracious enough to expect it or accept it, I will be gracious enough to make use of it when it is useful.
Weirdly enough, Bithynia, if you take a moment, as you're saying, to like sort of fashion the two dresses together, the red merging with the white and blue of your regular dress, you can almost get, weirdly appropriately, like a stars and stripes thing going on, just in terms of the color.
Yeah, that's what I imagined she would do. She would like put it over so that it like looks like it's together, but it's not what she would normally wear. So she has like fashioned it, but she's not wearing it alone. She has put it on. She's just kind of.
You all hear in the distance somehow music. The
bald eagle flies over her.
Yeah.
Given the current state of the states right now, could it be in the minor key? Make it sound a little bit Russian.
Yeah.
We need a
Just
dirge,
like
actually. We just need a dirge here.
Yeah, it's just like a really sad little trumpet, like.
I say that fully in the knowledge that Britain has no right to even have a national anthem at this point. Yeah.
Next minute, it's taps.
Yeah.
Also, as someone who recently visited the States, I'm just going to say at least they have better takeout food.
Oh, fuck. Especially in Austin, Texas, dude.
Oh, yeah. So much barbecue. So much barbecue.
Delicious
Brisket.
barbecue.
Falls right off the bone. Oh. Anyway,
Not just brisket. Honestly, beef ribs were the best. Like the. Love you, Texas.
But we also hate you. It's your food we love. Nothing
Yeah,
else.
that's true. Your food and your willingness to rent out a Barrett 50 cal for like $30. And no.
It's got the best senator in the state.
Oh. All right,
It's
that
like
got
one
too
of,
real.
like, many places you can go in the US where the same shopping plaza has cell phones on emergency wires or like theft prevention wires, and absolutely nothing gun related is.
I did see
Just
that.
carry
It
it
was
around, give it to your kid. It's fine. Just try it on for size. It's fine.
it was spooky.
But yeah, so we're going to a party. We're in this parade.
Yeah.
Bithynia is full Texas mode. Okay, we're back. We've come back to it.
And Defili waves you guys goodbye. She has not been invited to the party. She is doesn't like it just didn't even come up kind of thing. And that's not like a hint to invite her. That was just more like she'll wave you goodbye because she's not going to the party. And you all you kind of have to double time it just because of the like it's not the city's not immediately nearby. So how are you guys getting there?
Do you want me to summon my steed again?
Well, can you cast summon Greater Steed at this point?
Nah.
Ah.
I mean, we could all, we could try riding Plummet.
How far away is it, and how long have we got?
So it's about 10 miles to the city.
Right.
Several legs it is.
And how long have we got?
30 minutes.
It goes 20 miles an hour.
I mean, a steed would do it. In a full gallop, a horse could do it. Or like a steed of some kind.
Is Metamai still here? How are they at being an Uber?
You took Plummet here. He's back at the city. I mean, you can try reach out to him if you like. Alternatively, I'll
Can
say
I get
this.
6 of my friends to ride on your back, bro?
We would make an entrance.
You feel all your powers within you vanish.
I would love to see like the reunion between Metamai and Bakios.
Whoever are the slowest ones can. Oh no. So but you're so.
Amalia. Actually, no, she's faster than you, Scotty. I think just about.
I'm 45 feet movement.
So is she. She has the mobile feet.
Then I'm the slowest. I've only got 40.
Even while
I
raging.
only have 30.
Yeah,
Well,
even while raging,
Well,
you don't get more
you're
movement
going
because of
on
raging.
Pegasus then. Wait, do we actually have the Pegasus?
I'll say this as
Yeah.
well. I'm gonna make a judgment call here. I don't know remember what its stats here, but again, might change my mind. With you don't. I will say you don't need. Actually, 2 seconds. Sorry. What challenge rating is it? Yeah, it's only half challenge rating. If you want Xanthia, you could use Find Steed to summon a hippocamp.
Mm-hmm.
And on the water, you're also much faster. So if a couple people rode on the hippocamp, or if it pulled a boat or something, pulled a dinghy, that would be faster. Whilst Bithynia
Do we
flies.
have a little boat?
Hmm?
Do we have like a little
You
boat?
might,
you know,
I
that's
could
not-
say you have like a rowboat on the.
Sure. Okay,
Yeah.
I summon a little hippocamp.
It sort of splashes in the water with its hooves and sort of like rears, like, so it manages to, like, with the power of its tail, it is able to get its like full, like the top half of its body out of the water, and you just feel like see the waves churning as its tail thrashes to sort of get it up.
Hi.
Just like
Could
There's a hoof.
you give us a ride?
you can communicate telepathically with it. It's like a familiar, so yes, it can absolutely give you a ride.
Yep.
How many people
Yeah.
can it take?
I'm gonna say 2, or it can pull, because okay, so horses can pull like 5 times their weight, right? 5 times their carrying capacity.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it can carry 2, or it can pull 3 or 4 of you, depending on if one of you is Amalia.
I'll just swim. That's fine.
I can also run.
I was going to say, you're probably going to beat us anyway.
Yeah, that's the point.
um,
Okay, so Amalia, Botch, and Scotty could be pulled on the. Actually, so Scotty could go on the on plummet if needs be, to sort of lighten
just
the
in
load.
case we fall off and we need another feather fall. Yep, got it.
And Botch and Amalia could get pulled by the hippocamp in a rowboat.
Hilaria, do you
Mission.
need water walk? So you're staying with us, or do you want to run along the coast?
I'll just run along the coast.
Alrighty.
I'll say as well, Hilaria, you still have your boots of a Chardalon stride if you really wanted to beat them.
I might do that, but
Do you do that?
well, if everyone takes off, I'm just gonna stand there for a second and watch Xanthia swim for a second. And then I'm gonna take off.
Okay, at what level do you cast a Chardalon stride?
You hate to see her leave, but you love watching her swim away.
Swimming in that red dress, by the way.
Oof.
Oh!
I can clean it. I have prestidigitation.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know how to even say that.
I'm gonna say just a like whatever level it's supposed to be at, because I guess
So
we're like
its base level is 3rd level. That gives you 20 extra movement speed per movement
yeah.
speed. Every level above that gives you an extra 5 movement speed.
Yeah, I'll just do the plus 20. So that makes
Okay,
it
so that's
80.
brings your movement speed to 80 per movement, and you can. Oh yeah, so you can take the dash action move. So you can 860. You can do 240 feet per round. Right now, you guys see like a trail of fire on the coastline. It's good. And weirdly enough, you see sparks as a man with white hair and a white coat says, "Hilaria, you've got to get it up to 88 miles an hour." And you just begin to spy. No, I'm kidding.
Jesus Christ.
And
God,
as you take off, the spinning letter of the embroidery of the that just spins to the ground. Just
Oh
lands.
yeah.
Ba, ba,
Helena does give me very, very slight Marty McFly energy, actually, now that I think about it.
We're all out of botch. Not out of time, just out of botch.
Alrighty. But sure enough, you are able to arrive at the principal agora, the sort of main edifice, the main. This would be like, I guess, this is like the campus of like, okay, I don't know if like the US Congress has like a campus or stuff like that, but like this place does. There's like a outdoor area where there's like, this courtyard that has the main edifice, that has like the council, like the Acropolis itself, as well as a separate building that maybe houses like administrators and scribes. And this is just the outdoor area, and you see that it has been laden with tables that are heaving with souvlakia, dolmades, lokmades, cheftaye, just all manner of like laden, archaic foods. Just platters of olives and honeyed fruits and sweet rolls and just, pork, like whole roast boars that are just like dripping with, raspberry glaze, like a sort of like a sweet and savory, like fruity pork mix. Just, it is a feast, to be sure. And you smell the food before you see it, even. I don't think I have an ambience for this, so we'll just leave it be. Or do I go for the taverna? No, I'm not gonna overthink it. You are greeted into this place. Basically, you show up to the sort of walled section, like there are guards at the top of this hill area. Sort of the path up that leads to the agora is barred by sort of a barricade that has guards. They recognize you immediately. Nothing needs to be said. You are the heroes of Meletis, and you are led past. And you are greeted by this feast, by this sight. All right, one second. And you see a wide variety of dignitaries and various people of all ilks mingling and chatting and sorry. Let's see what this. Yeah, let's go with that.
What is that voice in the background?
So it's called Elven City, Elven People's Garden. So I'm going to lower it slightly, but I'm going to make that work. God, that's loud. How long is he going to talk?
Well, they're elves, so probably for a long time.
Oh, slap!
That's not Bokios talking. That's just me as a fucking DM. I do like to go on and on.
Let's go with that. This one's just called Noble's Garden. And we'll just have it as a faint thing in the background. So yeah. And you are greeted with this feast. What would you like to do?
Xanthia would like to step up to Bithynia real quick.
Oh, yeah, same.
I actually wanted to talk to you on the way here, but then we were running so late, on the way that was just not really possible. But do you have a proper plan for tonight, tomorrow? How do you want to approach this?
No. Yes and no.
Okay.
I have spent my entire, and so she's gonna look like she looks really excited to be here. She's been here before. She was born and raised here. Like she knows these people, even if she doesn't know these people. So while she has not, she hasn't done this on her own formally. She definitely has been in the light of people who have, and so she'll say such. Well, I definitely have an understanding and a vested interest in the well-being of Theros as a whole, and I understand that the others do as well. So, where I may not necessarily have a plan minute to minute, I do have an end goal, and that's for the security of Theros and the destruction of anyone who stands in our way of that. So, I am hopeful that these individuals here have a vested interest in that as well and aren't part of the issue or individuals who stand in our way. I think that while I am not completely secure in my adventures and worldly experience outside of what I've been given here in Tempest, I am hopeful that everyone here within Tempest can make up for that. There are potentially, she's looking around and she doesn't necessarily notice everyone. She does know like colors and like different symbology of like 4 different cities. She's like, I don't necessarily know if I know everyone individually, but I'm certain that where there might be someone from Akros or the south or maybe even the Scholar Vale, I don't know. Maybe someone within Tempest could be more helpful in connecting those conversations and smoothing it over where I might have a way with words. I may not have the complete insight on the affairs where each one within Tempest might. So that's my plan. Plan is no plan, but also to get to that end goal.
Okay, but when we get to like the politics part, do you want to like have us all just like chill around, or do you need like? Because Zanti can talk really well, and I talk a lot. But do you need help, or do you want us to sit back? Like, I don't really know what you expect from us.
I mean, tonight is just like mingling, getting to
Yeah.
know these people, getting them to like us, so they're more susceptible to like supporting us tomorrow, I assume. But just like, so now, like, do I need to like prep a speech for tomorrow, or do you just want to take over that? Anyways, like, I'm happy to talk to anyone and like, try to convince them to, support us. But I just want to like.
I think all of us have something that is useful here that can be worth bringing up. Even if we lack eloquence when we speak, we have the ability to put enough words together to
Yes, you.
get our message across. What I lack in worldly adventures, Bakios might know, and be able to fill in the blanks. What I lack in knowing about what's going on in Akros, you and Bakios would be more than vested in helping with that, and why it is both interest to you to combine forces, even if you are here currently.
All right.
So this time I shouldn't yell at everyone.
If it, and she'll just like shrug her shoulders. I really don't know. I don't know if that's how you do it in Akros, but if that gets your point across up there, by all means. There's different ways to persuade individuals, and if that's the Acronian way, then by all means, go for it. I will step back and allow you to take over that.
All right.
All right. Well, then shall we like grab a bite?
Do we want to like do like a whole thing when we walk in, and you guys have like your pieces of divinity, and then me and Amalia can just be like, "Oh wow, look at the heroes! They're so cool!" Ooh! And then like fireworks and like all the stuff happens. I think that would like be good because we need to like set ourselves apart and be like,
That's a point, actually. Just to mention that, Xanthia, your armor can have clothes worn over it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do we want to like do that?
Yeah.
Because it might have people be like, wow, they're so cool and strong, and they've gained pieces of divinity from the gods, which means it could help in our favor.
I'm gonna make a judgment call as well, super real quick. Amalia didn't wear the dress because she doesn't do dresses. She kept her full plate armor on, but had it polished up. She did, however, pin it to, so it's like an Ezio Auditore style shoulder cape that sort of drapes over like one arm and covers it entirely with the letter facing outwards. And she gives you a playful sock on the arm, Botch, as she does so. So she is wearing the dress, but in her way.
Nice.
Yeah, so Xanthia is wearing the molten bronze armor, and over that the dress, and still the belt.
I'm wearing the belt over the dress to sort of like cinch it in.
Accentuate like her waist.
Apple bottom toga. Boots with the fur. All right.
Okay.
And as you all turn to face the music and prepare to be announced, we're going to end tonight's session there.
Hey.
No.
Oh my god, I'm all for the shit stirring. I'm all for it.
Purely, I apologize, purely because it is about 10:30, which is a little on the later side, and it was one of those, I either ended a little early or like we like go till like 1 a.m. because the party is not going to be a like short affair. So I'm making that call, but next session will probably be a little bit more of a lengthy one, as we will resume our 7 p.m. Start time and watch as this
Madness.
fierce band of heroes capable of felling the mightiest of titans and queens of the Gorgons and ancient blue dragons deal with their greatest foe yet. Social activity.
This is one person I can't brutalize into submission.
I hold on, where is that? Like I saw a there was a meme I saw the other day that I shared somewhere that I think perfectly encapsulated the feeling you guys are going through at the moment, which where is it? 1 second. It's how do I teach my body that my fight or flight response is supposed to be for life or death situations, not answering an email.
Oh, that hurt. That cuts deep. Oh.
The sympathetic nervous system is added again.
Okay, title of the episode, Sympathetic Nervous System. But yeah, join us next week as we delve further into this nest of vipers, or nest of allies, depending on how this goes. And speaking of allies, thank you so much to our wonderful audience. We really appreciate everybody. Who we got in the audience? Actually, _Hannah. Welcome. Abjui, 0AX201 Ella, Drapsnat, Lisbeth. Yeah, I could rattle it off. If I didn't mention your name, I do apologize, but I love all of you. We feel the love and know that you are loved. And speaking of sharing the love, as always, I'd be nothing without my wonderful players. From top to bottom, let's get a bit of sound off. Rebecca, would you like to tell these folks about yourself?
Yep. Hi, I'm Rebecca, and you can find me online anywhere at Bomb Clancy, all social media, and then on TikTok, I primarily post D&D or TTRPG stuff under mimic.for.hire or Vampire the Masquerade stuff under Sire for Hire. That's where you can find me.
Very good. Moss, I know you don't have social media. Do you have any goings-ons that you would like to share about? Any plays, anything?
Oh, I have no social life. That's why this is so terrifying. What's coming up? But no, in all seriousness, no social medias. But if you are all here next week, I can't wait to join the party next time as we go into our next episode.
Very well. Moving forward to Ali, our beloved Ali.
Heyo! You can find me on Instagram at At Angel Undies, I do cosplay and D&D posts and 3D printing stuff. So hit me up if you need anything made. That's it.
Nice. And that brings us to Virla. Would you like to tell these folks about yourself?
Yes, I actually have things to say now. Hi, I'm Viola. I've got a few things going on. I have an Instagram. It's viola.louise with an E at the end. Then on Saturdays, I've recently joined the RPG gang for the Strixhaven game. And I am playing an Ash Elf with Amnesia, who is a paladin.
Nice.
And then every third Sunday, you can catch me on Bridges and Brigands. And I'm playing Belvedere, a bird fighter. And then I'm also here.
And for those of you in the audience, RPG is Role Positive Gaming, which is their Twitch handle, spelled exactly how it's pronounced. Sorry, Bitches and Brigands? What was it?
Bridges.
Bridges and Brigands. Sorry.
Although Bitches and Brigands is an amazing name.
I will let him know.
Is that the Twitch handle as well?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, so just for clarification. Awesome sauce. Yeah, definitely check them out. They're a really fun, really cool group of people. And
Nice.
last but certainly not least, our resident bronze badass biatch. Tamara, would you like to tell these fine folks about yourself?
Hi. You can find me on Twitter and on TikTok under the username mar_inated, and on Instagram you can find me at itsmar_inated.
Nice. And as ever, you can find me on Instagram at electrum_cosplay, and you can find all of the show's socials, wherever they may be, at DC30 official. Although we are considering going through a rebrand at the moment, and if anybody out there has any suggestions, we floated Epic Saga, tablet top games, something that evokes that sort of archaic ancient Greek feel. If you have any suggestions, feel free to drop us a line on the Discord, which you can catch with the following link, where you can check out all sorts of extra behind-the-scenes stuff, chat with the cast members, be part of the community of hoplites, tips and tricks on how to flavor your own campaign for an ancient Greek setting, as well as all the different assets I produce for free. I release them for people to use in their own games. Big-ass dragon turtles, polished ancient blue dragons, mounts and styles and more. And I will slowly be releasing more and more content for my new project known as Theros the Lost Tablets, which is going to be a source book that I will be releasing for free, I believe. And we'll be starting with an expanded section on the different city-states, as appropriately so. Backgrounds, and some of these people have seen it already. Tamara at this point and Rebecca have had a chance to do a real deep dive, and I believe Vila as well. It's, I mean, I can... at the risk of humble bragging, I've put a bit of elbow grease into it, so I'm excited to see what people think of that. I've gone really deep in enriching the lore, I like to think. And that brings us to the end of things. First and foremost, I will say thank you so much, everybody, for coming out, and we wish you all a wonderful evening. And we are DC30. Have a wonderful evening. Very well. Shall we do a raid?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, queen.